After seeing her husband divorce 6 other women, Sheikha Hind Al Maktoum remains the main wife of Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, one of the richest men in the world. Their marriage has endured nearly 5 decades and has produced 12 children, including Prince Hamdan. Many have wondered what special ingredient has kept the couple's relationship intact for so many years. And is Prince Hamdan's mother and the only wife of Sheikh Mohammed happy? Let's find out the true nature of their marriage. Sheikha Hind was born on February 12, 1962. She is the granddaughter of Sheikh Juma bin Maktoum Al Maktoum, the brother of Emir Saeed II of Dubai, and the grandfather of the current sheikh. Sheikha Hind has known Sheikh Mohammed since childhood because she is both a first cousin and second cousin of her husband through her mother and father. The princess was raised at home following Islamic traditions. She almost never left the palace, and it looked like she was being protected and prepared for a greater purpose, even higher than the other royals. These turned out to be true. And the most important event in her life happened in 1979 when she turned 17. Hind's and Mohammed's parents arranged their marriage. Sheikh Mohammed was the head of Dubai's police and the defense minister. He was 30 years old and had lived as a bachelor. 2 years before he got engaged to Hind, he had a daughter named Manal and a Lebanese woman named Randa. Apparently, the royal family had grown tired of his love affairs and decided to show the world that he had settled down. To make it clear, the wedding was planned on a scale never seen before. It was the first big public event in Dubai, with extravagant celebrations. In fact, a 5-day holiday was announced to celebrate the event. They decorated a stadium with a maximum capacity of 20,000 for the wedding. A large sandy area in front of the Zabil Palace was also cleaned, fenced, and decorated with light poles. People came from all over and enjoyed entertainment from traditional dancers, musicians, and even horseback riders. Since horse riding is the royal family's sport, the royal guard marched on horses, along with many other riders and camels. The main event included an air show by Dubai's Police Force Air Wing, created in 1971. The Air Wing received their Machi jet fighter trainers in 1977, and this was their first public flying display. 5 of these jets flew together over Zabil Palace, performing precise formation flying, with some jets doing aerobatics. For the grand finale, one of the jets flew around the Dubai Trade Center building at sunset. In the desert, they held 127 camel races within the following days. The cost of Sheikh Mohammed's wedding was rumored to be more than $100 million. Unlike expensive weddings, we promise it won't cost you anything to like our video and smash that subscribe to the channel. After the big wedding, the newest wife in Dubai focused completely on her family, and over the next 2 decades, she gave birth to 12 children. Her first child, Hessa, came a year after the wedding. The following year, she gave birth to Rashid, who expected to take his father's place as the ruler of Dubai. However, at 33, the talented athlete and the heir to the throne died from a heart attack. Even though they said he died from a heart attack, rumors about drug and steroid use, as well as going to rehab multiple times, had been circulating in Emirati social circles for a while. Rashid had held very important positions in his father's cabinet, but had stepped back from the public eye before he passed away. This was a huge loss for Hind, who still had other children to raise. And when her husband took new wives and divorced them, she took care of their children. Although some of these children were claimed to be foster children, orphans she adopted from charities. However, it was a well-known fact that some of these foster children belonged to her husband. Sometimes her husband had 2 to 4 wives at once, and when there was a disagreement between him and his younger wives, he would end the relationship and keep the children for himself. According to some observers, Hind wasn't interested in raising dust about these issues and was reportedly happy about taking care of children. People even believed that Hind would eventually lose her place when her husband married Princess Haya. Princess Haya bint al-Hussein, who is the half-sister of Jordan's King Abdullah II, married Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum in 2004. In the beginning, it looked like Haya would have made Hind feel threatened because Haya was always by the Sheikh's side at major gatherings. Haya and the Sheikh seemed very happy, and they even had 2 kids together. However, the happiness in their marriage didn't last long. The divorce between Sheikh Mohammed and Princess Haya became the most talked about and controversial in Dubai. After 15 years of marriage, they split up, and Haya was afraid that he would take her children. She fled to London with her son and daughter, where she filed for divorce under European law and won. The British court ordered Sheikh Mohammed to pay her $550 million. Haya now lives in London, but is still afraid of Sheikh Mohammed's revenge. She and her children are protected by a team of security guards. Her escape received a lot of global attention, highlighting the issue of women's freedom in the Arab world. Hind saw all of this, but accepted it with humility, because she was raised in strict Muslim traditions. According to these traditions, she always wore a mask over her face called a burqa. This mask is made of metallic-colored cloth and is worn by Arab women in the Gulf countries. As the senior wife of the ruler of Dubai, Hind is very active in UAE's politics and charities. Being the mother of Dubai's future ruler, Sheikh Hamdan, adds to her importance and influence in the UAE. Hind has excelled in raising all of her husband's children. Crown Prince Hamdan is especially active and involved in the development of the United Arab Emirates. His siblings, including 7 more sons born to his father, all work in public administration and are engaged in business and science. Almost all daughters have successfully married and are raising children. However, one of his stepsisters, Sheikh Mara, seems to take after their father. She recently decided to divorce her husband through social media. Sheikha Mahra bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum recently shared a new photo on Instagram of herself with her 2-month-old daughter. This comes shortly after she announced that she is seeking a divorce. In the photo, Sheikha Mahra is seen looking at a painting of a white horse while holding her baby. She only added a white heart emoji as the caption. The 30-something-year-old princess's mother is Grigorakos Zoe. The news of her divorce caused a lot of excitement, thanks to the fact that she brought the situation before everyone on the internet. Sheikha Mara announced on Instagram that she is divorcing her husband, Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed bin Rashid bin Mana Al Maktoum. In her post, she explained that the reason for the divorce was that he was too focused on others. To emphasize her decision, she said, "I divorce you 3 times," which had significant religious meaning. After Sheikha Mara's Instagram announcement on July 16th, it seems she and her husband unfollowed each other on social media. They also removed previous posts about each other from their accounts. So far, Sheikh Mana has not publicly responded to the news of the divorce. It clearly shows that Sheikh Mara, just like her father, resorts to divorce very easily at any slightest stress in the marriage, and they tend to want to dominate child custody because they can. This is something her stepmother, Hind, has not even considered in her 50 years of marriage. The First Lady is about 62 years old and still helps her husband run the emirate. Besides being a wife and mom, she helps lead many charity groups with her husband. She has also participated in promoting Arab women in the government. Hind has won awards for her work over the years. In 2015, UNESCO and the UNDP gave her the Humanitarian Award for helping set up schools and clinics in different countries. Hind said she's dedicated to helping governments and groups provide more chances for education and healthcare to achieve sustainable development goals. During Eid al-Fitr, Muslims worldwide come together to celebrate after fasting for a month in Ramadan. This festival shows that rewards come from hard work and sacrifice. It's a time for friends and families to enjoy their bond and share joy with those in need. Hind, following Islamic teachings of helping others, donated to UNHCR to support education for refugee children in Ukraine and Indonesia, and for school projects in Madagascar and Senegal. She knows education is crucial for children to grow and help their communities. Her donations to UNHCR have made a big difference in children's lives globally. Her kindness will be remembered by many for years to come. Sheikha Hind Al Maktoum has undeniably lived a life of quiet strength and resilience. She has navigated the complexities of being the wife of one of the world's most powerful men, raising her children with grace and dedicating herself to charitable causes. Hind doesn't display her accomplishments in public and works with all her heart. There are very few images of Hind, all from her childhood, and there are rumors that these are not of Hind, but rather Mama Noura, the nanny who assisted Hind in raising Sheikh Mohammed's children. Despite the challenges in her marriage, she inspires women across Dubai. But like everything in the world, when subjected to scrutiny, people wonder if she is truly happy despite her enduring loyalty and commitment. Or has she resigned herself to sacrificing her happiness for honor? We would like to hear your opinion about the video in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to get notified about our new stories.